Hello, and welcome to Arizona treasure hunter Cody Drake's Holiday Idea Metal Detecting. We at Prescott Valley Public Library are so excited that you've registered for this presentation. And we're also really thankful that you guys are patient with us as we work through the coronavirus and all of the new technology that we're learning and all of the new experiences, the new equipment that we use. And we know that you are patient with us. So we appreciate it because we've got another little technical difficulty for you. As we were doing the recording and the filming, a lot of things kind of fell apart halfway through the presentation. And we didn't realize it until later. Now, Cody is out somewhere. He is the Arizona treasure hunter, so he's out somewhere in the outbacks of Arizona, so he was unable to come in and kind of clean up the ending. And we had so many of you registered for this, we didn't want you to wait while we figured out that technical difficulty and recorded as part 2. So what we're going to do is let you view part 1 of Arizona Treasure Hunters Holiday Idea Metal Detecting. We're going to let you view that. And as soon as we get part 2 done, we will email it to you. So we'll keep all your names, your addresses, we'll keep you in the loop, we'll let you do it. But again, we want to just thank you so much for registering for our programs. We have a lot more coming. We have AZ Speaks coming. That will actually be a live presentation, so keep your eyes open for that. Our Master Gardener classes, which are pre-recorded, you guys are registering for a ton. We have new classes starting after the first of the year. They'll all be virtual. So thank you so much for your patience and your time with us. Please enjoy Arizona Treasure Hunter Cody Drake Holiday Idea Metal Detecting Part 1, and we'll let you know when Part 2 is ready and to rock and roll. If you have any questions, please give us a call here at the library, 928-759-3040. And again, thank you for registering and attending. Enjoy the show. Hi, and welcome to Prescott Valley Public Library's presentation of Christmas ideas and metal detecting. My name is Deborah Fingston, and I'm with Adult Services. If you are interested in any presentations that we do or any questions, please give us a call, 759-3040. Just call the library, ask for Deborah Fingston or Adult Services. That would be great. I want to dive right in. I want to get to the presentation. It's our Arizona treasure hunter Cody Drake, who we love here. He's done ghost stories. He's done information on mining, the areas. I mean, just tons of information. And we are going to have Cody again, I'm sure. I know that some of you liked his little tease with the small dose of ghost stories. We are actually hoping and maybe looking in the future, maybe possibly doing a live show, which will be so much fun. Creepy for me. Exciting for Cody. So I am just going to turn it all over to Cody, and welcome, Cody.
Awesome. Thank you, Deborah. So, hi, everybody. Like Deborah said, my name's Cody Drake, and I'm the Arizona Treasure Hunter. And today I'm going to talk about Christmas ideas for 2020, specifically metal detecting. Now, I currently am sponsored by 2 metal detecting companies, White's Metal Detectors and Kellyco Metal Detectors. Kellyco is a distributor for metal detectors, and White's is an actual metal detecting company itself. And I'm also sponsored with Bonehouse Brewery in Fountain Hills. They have amazing beer. Now, when it comes to metal detecting, this is a rabbit hole that has no bottom. You could go as expensive as you want or as non-expensive as you want. Now, with metal detectors, I listed a few of the top metal detecting brands that I consider like the best in the field. Now, I've recovered artifacts from 10,000 BC all the way up to present day, Spanish artifacts, Civil War artifacts, stuff from the Apache Wars, the Yavapai Wars, the Navajo Wars, and even up until stuff from Pancho Villa, and even up until Prohibition. But there's good metal detectors and there's bad metal detectors. And when it comes to metal detecting, it's just like firearms. You get exactly what you pay for. Now, the top metal detecting brands that I consider, this is my opinion, is Garrett metal detectors. Ooh. Too deep. Okay. Garrett and White's metal detectors. Garrett metal detectors just bought White's metal detectors. So I'll be merging in with Garrett hopefully really soon. And so yeah, White's was just bought out by Garrett. And so that's going to be one company. And Minelab is an amazing metal detecting company. They make some really great products. And Fisher makes great metal detectors too. Fisher makes really good underwater metal detectors. If you wanted to go like the coast of Florida, look for Spanish galleon treasure, I'd advise Fisher metal detectors. Now with Garrett's, if you wanted to shop on a budget this Christmas, Garrett makes a fantastic beginner's metal detector. It's called the Garrett Ace 250. It's about $200 to $250. It's a lot better than the what's it called, the Bounty Hunter at Bass Pro Shop that you find, or Big Five. Yeah, just kick aside the Bounty Hunter. Garrett Ace 250, about $200 $250. It's an amazing metal detector. I'm gonna start a project where I get a Garrett Ace 250, and I'm going to literally, how is it? It's their cheapest metal detector, and I'm going to find the most amazing things with it, just to show how great that metal detector is. It's amazing. And also, yeah, with Minelab, I have a Minelab right here, actually. This is a Minelab Equinox 800. They usually run about $800. They also have an Equinox 600. The only difference between the 800 and the 600, aside from a price range, the 600s are about $599 to $699, depending on where you buy them. But the 800 has a selection for gold mining, so you can actually go out and look for gold nuggets with this. It has a program specifically for finding gold nuggets, which gives you an advantage over the 600. But aside from that, they're practically the exact same metal detector. But if you want the extra gold prospecting settings, it's just a little bit more in the price range. And these are waterproof to 10 feet, but I have pushed them to 12 feet underwater, and I know they can hold up to it. And they come with a larger coil, concentric coil, and these are rugged and durable. This metal detector I used in Central Texas to fill up a museum in Salado, Texas. I uncovered more artifacts in their river than they had on display. And I used it all with the Minelab Equinox 800 here. Yeah, the coil's waterproof, the cable's waterproof, and the box is waterproof. Now, if you get the Equinox 800, you'll have to get waterproof headsets, probably from Grey Ghost, and they're a really good quality. But also, I have a White's metal detector here, and this is brand new. This came out this year. This is the White's GMX Sport. It was White's kind of like last hurrah before they closed their doors and Garrett purchased the company. Now, this came with a 6-inch coil. This is a 6-inch concentric coil, and also comes with an oval-shaped coil. The smaller the coil, the better for relic hunting. So if you're inside like a really trashy area, if you have a large coil, like the one I have on the Equinox here, this covers a larger area. And so if you have like a pop can here, a bottle top here, a gold ring here, and like 100 nails right here, it's going to read all that trash, and it'll try to read the gold ring, but it's too much metal for it to process. But if you have a smaller coil, it covers a smaller area, and so it doesn't work as hard. So you'll pick up a piece of the can and the gold ring, and it'll read the gold ring. Now, also, this is waterproof too, to 10 feet, but I know they go deeper. So, I'm not sure if you wanted to go that deep, but I like to free dive with metal detectors in rivers. And yes, Arizona does have parts in our rivers that are deeper than 10 feet. So, but yeah, Garrett, White's, Minelab, and Fisher, those are my top brands that I always recommend to people. Even though I'm sponsored by White's, and they have a lot of great metal detectors, there are other brands out there for you to look at, because the metal detector should be an extension of your arm. You know, you should become really accustomed to it. get to know the tones, the frequencies, what iron sounds like, what coins sound like, and just practice with it. Go in your backyard with a nail, a coin, a ring, and just have fun with it. The more you practice, the more successful you'll be at it. Now, when it comes to pinpointers, this is a pinpointer. This is a Garrett Pro Pointer, and these are also waterproof to 10 feet. I've dropped this 20 feet, and it still works. This is made by Garrett, so Garrett is an amazing company. Now, this has a little lanyard on it, so I do a lot of river treasure hunting, and so I'll go along cracks and crevices in the riverbed, and once I use the metal detector, the pinpointer here, I'll find something, and then I'll turn it off, just drop it, and I'll just wave the sediment at the bottom, and if I can't find it again, I'll just turn it on, and it's right there. But also, these are really handy above ground. I love them underground or underwater, but if you find a hit with the metal detector on the ground, and you can kind of see where the signal is in the dirt, like where it's coming from, you put the metal detector down, turn on the pinpointer, grab your shovel, your scoop here. It's always handy to have a nice little trowel or a scoop when metal detecting, so that way you're scooping stuff out and you could find out where it is in the scoop or in the area that you're digging. It just helps you find the artifacts and the treasures faster, so you're not on your hands and knees for 45 minutes to find a beer can. We've all been there, but these are just a lot easier to have. These run about $150. You can get pretty good deals on them. You can find them a bit cheaper. White's makes a pinpointer too called the Bullseye. It is also really good. It's actually more sensitive than this, but this is my go-to personally. Now, with tools and accessories, there's so many tools and accessories. You can use archaeology tools or gardening tools with treasure hunting and metal detecting, but one tool that you could use for treasure hunting that you can carry in your bag is a magnet. It's a high-powered magnet. It's called magnet fishing. Now, I'm going to post a link. I have it on the website and links for Calico metal detectors, and they're a distributing company, so they sell everything you can think of for metal detecting, treasure hunting. Oh, it's great. But they also have magnets. So if you're out treasure hunting, metal detecting in the wilderness, and you come across a water hole or an old well to an old house or a farmstead, and you're wondering, like, I wonder what's down there. It's like, oh, I got a tool. I got a magnet with like a 30 or 50 or 100-foot line on it. So, let's say you're kayaking at Lynx Lake or something like that. It's like, oh, I dropped my keys. Oh, how silly. Don't worry, I've got my magnet. And so it's got a 1,000-pound pull on it, and then your keys are retrieved. Yay. But also, it'll pull up guns, tools, knives. A lot of the old bottle tops are made of lead and tin and metal, so it'll pull up intact bottles as well. Now, this is a 1,100-pound pull, and you don't want to touch this to like a screen or your metal detector, your computer, or else it'll kill it. But this will recover a lot of artifacts. And if you wanted to find guns, the easiest place to look is underneath bridges.